All right, how does a business grow? How does a business make more profit? I had to learn this lesson. I thought that business was all about me working my tail off. I believed in, or I bought into that dumb thing of hustle and grind. I thought it was about me working hard. No, business growth happens through one thing and only one thing. And I'm going to break it down into the 5 areas here with you today. The thing that makes a business grow is marketing. How does marketing work? 5 areas that we need to get focused in on to become great at marketing and therefore great at business growth. If you are the best technician in the world, let's say you have an engineering business, you're the best engineer in the world, you will make good money. If you're the best engineer in the world and you have amazing marketing, then you'll make amazing money. If you're the best hairdresser, you're the best accountant, you're the best at whatever it is your business is in the business of, you have not only got to be great at the product or the service of your business, you've also got to be great at the marketing of your business. And marketing comes to 5 main areas, okay? And if you look up my formula, the 5 ways formula, get on my YouTube channel, get on my website, look up Brad Sugar's 5 ways, and you'll start to understand. So, number 1 most important area of marketing. Number 1 most important area of marketing, and this is going to be in the order that I want you to understand it, is profitability. People ask, how does marketing impact profitability? Well, let's look at it simple. What percentage profitability do you think Louis Vuitton makes on a handbag versus Bob and Mary, the handbag people? Okay? Bob and Mary, the handbag people, they have no branding, no massive thing. Louis Vuitton. See, who's the best at branding in the world? The French and the Italians are probably the best in the world at branding. French crush branding. Italians crush branding, okay? Who's the worst at it in the world? The Chinese. Chinese are the worst at branding. Made in China. No, that's not branding. That doesn't keep me coming back to your brand. But profitability, and if you read my first ever book, Instant Cash Flow, it will show you that there's 60-odd strategies that you can use to increase your profitability that are marketing-oriented strategies to get more profitability out of every single sale. How to get higher prices, how to get more money by doing better marketing, and also better sales as well, but mostly better marketing. Second most important area of marketing is average dollar sale, meaning what's the average amount a customer spends with you when they come in to buy from you. Now, some customers will come in and spend $5, some will come in and spend $500. The average of that number is the number you want to be working on, okay? So I want to see you working on what is the average revenue per customer that I do business with. Now, if you don't measure that number, you got to measure it. It's like if you don't measure your profitability, you got to measure those numbers. You got to know them. The only way to get better at something is to know what the number is and a goal for what you want it to be, and then build a plan to go from what it is to what you want it to be, okay? If you don't know the numbers, you can't grow your business. It's as simple as that. That's one of the big things we do in business coaching, is help you understand that. So average sale, average amount per transaction. And again, read my books or study my 30X course. You'll see that there are almost 80 strategies to increase the average transaction value, the average dollar sale. Now, why are those 2 the most important? Because they are the most cost-effective increase in capacity. The third one goes along with that. The third most important area of marketing is your conversion rate. Now, most people say to me, but Brad, conversion rate's a sales thing. Well, conversion rate is partly a sales thing, but it's mostly a marketing thing. If my ads bring me the wrong prospect, my conversion rate is awful. If my marketing does not bring me the right quality of prospect, then I can't possibly convert. But also, if I don't educate the market properly, let me give you 2 statistics that might blow your mind. Number 1, the average customer today wants to be 70 to 80% of the way through the sale in their own research before they talk to a salesperson, meaning they go online, they read enough, watch enough, listen to enough to understand 70 or 80% of the purchasing transaction. Think of buying a car. You know, when I was a boy, my dad took me to the car dealership to go and learn about a car. You'd pick up the brochures, you'd come home. Today, you go to the website, you build the car online yourself. You go onto the website, you go through all the details, you build the car. All of that sort of stuff is done online. So by the time I'm talking to an agent or an agency or a salesperson, I'm at least 70% of the way through the sales transaction. I might go and do 2 cars that I go and test drive today, not 20 or 30 type thing. And the same's got to be true for your product or service. How much information I can glean by going to your website will determine how much I actually need to talk with a salesperson type thing. Second statistic, 40% of customers today don't even want to talk to a salesperson to make a transaction. They've been trained by Amazon, go online, click 2 buttons and make a transaction. They don't even want to talk to you, your salespeople, right? That to me is a big part of what makes a successful sales and conversion through marketing today. So study that, learn that, understand that. And again, all my courses, all everyone's courses. If you're not on my YouTube channel and subscribed, you should be, okay? Fourth most important area of marketing. The fourth one is what's called your repeat business rate, or your number of transactions. How often do you get a past customer to come back to your business? How well do you get past customers to transact with you, okay? So now, if I look at most companies and I sit down and I go, and again, if in my books and in the other stuff, I teach you about 80 strategies for repeat business rates. I think it's 86 strategies for repeat business rates. But what we have to understand is this is the lifeblood of a business. Because what is a business? Get customers, keep customers. That's a business. Get them and keep them. If you're not getting them, then you're struggling to growth. If you're not keeping them, then you're losing profitability. Write this down. Repeat business equals profit. You want great profitability, you got to have great repeat business. You know, and so that's why some companies say to me, but Brad, you know, we're in the funeral business. We don't get repeat business. Well, the funeral business does get repeat business because the family's the customer, not the person who passed away. But you've got to be looking at repeat business, and you've got to understand that's where profit comes from. So that number, that is the fourth most important area of marketing. If you're not doing enough of it, you're not getting the results that you should be getting when you look at it. So learn that, grow in that, or talk to one of my Action Coach team. Study it though and get better at it. And the fifth most important area of marketing is lead generation. How do you actually get new prospects to connect with your business? I wrote a whole book on raise your hand marketing, buying customers, instant leads, all my books on these subjects, because lead generation is it's one of the secrets to massive business, but B, it's also one of the most costly areas of marketing. It is number 5 because if I don't have the other 4 working, it's not worth putting in more leads. If my conversion rate's awful, no use putting in more leads. If my repeat business rate is awful, no use putting in more leads. If my average sale is awful, no use putting in more leads. If my profitability is negative, no use putting in more leads. You get it? So those are the 5 areas of marketing you got to get real good at. Understand, marketing is the lifeblood of your business. Get them and keep them. That's the job of a business. Get customers, keep customers. Get customers, keep customers. If you're focused on anything other than getting them and keeping them, you're not focused on growing your business. You might be focused on running it, keeping it alive, keeping it stable, keeping it to status quo. That's not what we're about. We're about growth companies, about scalable companies. Read my book, Pulling Profits Out of a Hat, if you understand scalability of a business. Grow a business. Get them, keep them. That's marketing. 5 areas of marketing. Make sure you write them down. Profitability, average sale, repeat business rate, conversion rate, and number of leads. Check out my YouTube called 5 Ways to Grow Your Business. It'll explain it in more detail. Take care. Bye for now.